So I guess I could just give one last video. It might be a while before we get any Phish, so it's going to be a while, I suppose. You know, I'm not doing any Mike or Trey videos over here, so... You know, one last, just kind of recap the whole Mexico deal, you know, maybe some things, you know, the biggest disappointment, well, other than the breath and burning, were probably the three bros taking the group photo during Hood. Maybe even the fourth person that took the picture. I don't know, unless they got one of the hired help there in Mexico, one of the servers or something, maybe snap the picture for them. I'm okay with that, But I don't know. Maybe going back to that first night, Prince Caspian. That's probably going to get overlooked, you know. Especially after everything that happened by Sunday. That 7 Below, the Wolfmans, obviously. I'm going to try to keep those on the checklist for the Mexico playlist. Chalk Dust Torture from the second night. Halfway to the Moon, also to the second night. Tube, you know, one guy argued that Tube has to be at least 10 minutes for it to be a Tube jam, but I disagree. Wasn't a very long jam, similar to the Meatstick. Again, that was a pretty short jam. Prince Caspian was a pretty short jam. Winterqueen, not to compare to those two, but that's another one. You know, several of those songs where just Trey just has a nice solo. Not necessarily a jam, but, you know, Trey's jamming with himself. Tweezer, Ghost, Fluffhead. I mean, my God. I mean, you'd be happy if you just got those three songs. And then forget, I mean, never mind you get Bowie, Hood, and Carini in the second set. You know, minus Possum. I guess if I was just going to be really just handpick the perfect set, I'd probably taken the Possum out, perhaps put a Gumbo in or something. Maybe you got to really rock out. You know, Gumbo. I don't know if Gumbo rocks out the same way Possum does, but... Hey, we got out Julius free, Character Zero free. That's pretty amazing. Ending with a Slave that night. Well, Slave Tweezer reprise, but... That's F Zappa 20 approved for sure. Got plenty of Mike songs in there. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Just rambling. Oh, yeah, the scoring system. You know, look, the scoring system turned out to be really fun. You know, I mean, even before the scoring system, I love to scream about Hall of Fame songs. Never thought we'd get like 7 of them in one show, but also, I think some people missed the point a little bit there. You know, I've been asked several times over, just since I've been to do these recaps, like, you know, kind of like, well, you know, they don't know what I think exactly, so they want to rate. You know, would you rate this show out of 5 stars? Scale of 1 to 10, whatever, things of this, you know, however. So I decided I was going to come up with some system. Because, I mean, it's pretty hard to do. You know, I've tried to rate my own shows on .net with their 5 stars. It's like, man, you know, I always feel like nothing's below a 3. Like, I don't want to give something a 2. I'm kind of stingy with those 5s, you know. I ain't giving out a lot of 5s either. So it's like, well, everything can't be a 3 or a 4, can it? I don't know. I probably would have given a 2 to one of that Philadelphia show there in the holiday run in 03. That's my only 2. I think I might have given Blossom a 5. I don't know if I'd have given Blossom a 5 if I wasn't there. So anyhow, the point system was sort of just like, you know, you can't really do this. It's pretty impossible to put a number on a show. You know, for one reason, you know, everybody's going to have a different opinion, obviously, most likely. You know, it's cool when some people line up. They're like, yeah, man, we pretty much dig the same shit. Boom. Boom. Possum, chomper hit. Boom, I'm with you, bud. 0. Yeah. But for the most part, man, I don't know. Everybody's going to experience the show different. It's pretty tough to put a number on it. You know, I mean, like I said, it was fun doing it. It looks kind of cool. Looks great on Instagram. People that didn't know were like, what the hell are these numbers? What's this? What's this 3 + 1 for the curtain width? That was debatable right there. That's when I knew right off the bat. See? What is Curtain Width? Is it a Hall of Famer? I mean, it's up there with the Hall of Fame songs as far as how it's written and how it sounds. All that older, you know, original Trey kind of writing style. Fluffhead, YEM, Divided Sky. But it hasn't had the same career as like a Harry Hood or a Divided Sky, you know? I don't know. Tough to tell with Curtain Width. That night it felt like a Hall of Famer, yet I only gave it a 3 + 1 for being rare. So anyhow, the point was you can't really put a number on these shows. You know, I didn't make that very clear. You know, I don't feel like I had to make that very clear, but so if you were on board with the point system, yeah, I was too, kinda, but still, it's all whatever. One night got an 84, the next night got a 138. People were really hung up on the fact that there's different number of songs and sets. Well, I know, I don't know. We're just going for the highest number possible, man. But it really didn't mean much, you know, honestly. Don't get too upset. I did think, oh man, some people might really get mad. I'm flat out just putting numbers on songs now, but right. One guy, you know, a guy that follows me on Twitter and big Phish fan. He thinks Possum was a 6.5. I thought I was being generous, giving it a 2. You know, I'll hand out a -2 for a Chomper hit. You know, you end a set with character 0, you're getting a -2. I mean, that's a legit system. You're getting an 11 for ending a set with Fluffhead. Makes sense, right? People want to know what the Hall of Fame songs are, too. You know. You know what they are. Although that's also obviously debatable. One guy thought Simple was a Hall of Famer. Maybe it is, but I mean, you got to go back a long time. You know. I mean, all right, maybe not that long. There was a real nice Simple in what, 2014 and 15? Dick Simple. I think that's 2014. That's been a while, you know. Simple hasn't been getting it done lately. You got to be pretty consistent throughout to be in the Hall of Fame, I feel. And it's also got to be one of those songs like, well, I don't know. Then you take a song like Twist, maybe it's in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. Really consistent, but I mean, if you look at Twist on paper, you're going to compare that to Fluffhead? I don't think so. I mean, that's Hall of Fame material. Fluffhead, like, what is this fucking song? Well, I don't know. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Phish Mexico, thank you for everybody that tuned in. Powerful thumbs up on that last video. Big time. Might have been a new record for a Phish video. Nah, I think that's still the original bizarre Phish setlist video. But thanks everybody for tuning in and watching, and I'm sure the whiteboard will continue, and I'm sure there'll be some nights where I'm just sitting here talking shit about chompers, and I think Fago might be retired, though. I've had enough, man. I'm done saying Fago. You have no idea how many times I've been tweeted or Facebooked or just some form of way I've been sent a picture of Fago. I've had enough. It's over. I'm drawing the line on Fago. Chompers, well, you can go ahead and keep sending me a picture of those Chomper Sea Snacks. Chompers ain't going anywhere, man. Chomper for life. Chompers never die. However you want to look at it. Boom. We're out of here. Lack of chompers on that final night. Wombat. There's one guy out there I think that likes to hear me say Wombat. Sorry, they did not play Wombat.